there's ways that it's justifiable. We get paid in our own way. Like we'll get a ton of free pay.
Yeah, I got you.
Or they'll put us up in a hotel.
Yeah,
and provide all the food. And it's like you're not out
because art should pass it, so just you doing it on that big ass wall is payment enough. You just want to be able to do it.
But you cleaning up the bullshit that somebody else left over. So
and and you could. And when I talked to the people that were in that building, you could tell that like they weren't about it. They were like, somebody messed up our building, And I was like, what I'm going to do is going to be beautiful, and it's going to be dedicated to something that is like important. Is dedicated to our buddy's wife.
It's free. You gonna fix it? Why not?
No, man. It was noble. This is important. This shit is important, and you could tell too that like the neighborhood was thankful. Locals were talking to me about it. At first when we came down there, and you felt like an outsider. Next thing I know, people are bringing me, drinks. Coming back. Checking back with me, interested in the progress of
community.
it. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy how society look at people like that, though? Like, why does it take me to get through halfway draw on a wall before you start to think he may be a decent human being?
yeah, you're right. Once they saw that, they were like, oh.
Like, shouldn't the glass of lemonade come first before?
You don't know.
You gotta think.
If your shit's
not that it's a bad thing, I'm not going there.
No,
I'm just saying that society.
Everybody's been programmed by TV.
Yeah.
Like you said, graffiti's breaking the law. Oh, he's a,
Yeah, and a lot of people that talk about this are full of shit. I've found too. Like they'll tell you, man, I'm badass, man. I'll do all sorts of stuff, paint trains. I'll do all this shit, and then you'll be like, well, let's go paint. And then you'll come. I'll be like, "What are you doing?" Like,
I used to run.
Yeah, dude. And it's like, oh my god, man.
Every now and then when he be going somewhere, I'm like, "Yeah, where you going?" He said, I saw this. Going down here to paint on this bridge down there. I saw this spot. He said, I've been waiting.
Once you get that,
he was like, yeah, just let me know.
Yeah.
I was like, if I see it, I'll let you know. It's like, give me your number, man. I'll hit you up if I see anything going your direction.
Yeah, man, I used to go with my brother all over town in Greenville. I grew up in Greenville. All the buildings down there I see him do. I was, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, exactly. And it's fun. It's like it's like you connecting with your boys too. It's fun. We all run around. It's just
part of hip hop.
Just because you're not painting too, it doesn't mean that you ain't part of holding the ladder or helping us get up somewhere and doing something, man. Like it takes a village to get this shit done sometimes. Because we do, think about doing a whole train car one night. Dude, it's
one
not
night.
Just,
that's like
you got
maybe 10 hours.
You got cats painting, helping you fill in the whole thing. Like, man, it's a big old thing. It's not just that. There's a lot of times people are people will do other people's pieces just to like this whole thing is like it's not a lot of times it's not just an army of one out there.
It's like community.
Yeah, exactly. There are cats like that though.
Once you hit true true artists. You realize leave the ego at the door, and whatever I can do to make your product or your or mine leaves the door. You see what I'm saying?
Same team.
When I'm looking at things that I work on, it's like you and me are no longer that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can we move forward as one unit type of thing? You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm with you on that one.
No, I think so. I think that everyone is like. We're on the same team, That's what's cool about it too. And it's fun. But it's just like what some people think when they see all these guys out there and they're like, "Oh, these guys look like a gang." They're, they think we're scary. It's like, no, dude, we're just hanging out with our boys. Like we're just getting away for a minute. Like,
right?
This don't cost any money.
We're
having a drink, just chilling, listening to music. It's fun, man. And there's obviously other stuff associated with it. But hey, man, when these guys are out here painting, they ain't out there thugging. For the most part. Yeah, exactly. And anybody, I think that
that should have drawn.
But it seems like the trend is turning towards that, accepting that. Like,
it is.
Y'all do it when you do it in a group and.
And the world is coming around. It's becoming a big deal.
I see a lot of it.
We got to bring that here to Wilmington. Wouldn't it be cool to see some art on some walls around
There's
here?
some buildings around here that could use it.
Oh my God! What? Yeah, like.
And I do think it's some people that would be down with it.
Man, I'm so tired of fucking downtown Wilmington. Get their nose out of their ass and fucking let shit happen.
They're not.
Yeah, they got that old boy thing.
They did that, you know what I'm saying? Because they pushed. Remember, they pushed all the little clubs out that were down there.
Man, I'm good.
It's just bars.
It's still
and
happening
stuff
right now.
there.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, they push out whoever they want. Like, what's the name got pushed down the street?
It's the same bullshit.
I'm
good on that, man. Like the only place that's is like halfway decent is Castle Street. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
and that's been revamped. Like that shit was dead. Like when I first got down here in '96. That shit was popping. That used to be the strip. Like after 2 o'clock, we go roll out on Castle. Yeah. And from fucking the Sportsman all the way down to fucking
like all the way to Fifth or some shit.
To past Booties to almost 8th Street. It'd be people, cars lined up, and people out moving around up and down the street, just talking, hanging out, chilling.
I believe.
No problems. And then all of a sudden the police started rolling up, buzzing that up.
Yeah, I got pulled over the other day down there, man. It's crazy. Because I love Castle. That's why I opened my business there.
It's like, motherfucker, I got a business here. You like, who? What?
Yeah. If you local,
what?
And listening to this, Brian, tell them where exactly at Old Castle you are so they can...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm at 606 and a half Castle Street, right across from Jester's Cafe. The shop's called Anvil Ink. And we're connected to whatever Wilmington. But there's a big red Anvil neon sign. You can see it. Come check us out. We got tons of tattooing, and dope art. Check out, and, you can take care of any tattoo. All your tattoo needs. Definitely. Nothing we can't handle there. So.
Yeah, your bang up, fill up work.
We get you with cover ups and portraits. New school, old school, traditional.
Tell me this:
any old jail tats you need covered up, he got you.
Popeye tats, Brutus tats.
We do that a lot, and we can even rework old stuff.
Those my cousin tats.
My uncle.
Hey, things happen.
So check it out. You got haven't got no fluorescent ink?
Yeah, we've done that. Okay. We do that. Yeah, I do it. It's black light reactive. Yeah. I don't really know if I approve of it. I haven't done one in years. I think that there's traces of heavy metals in some of those inks.
That sounds like that.
But
got some
I studied this shit. You kind of have to be almost like a doctor too when you do this. So yeah, I think that technically it's supposed to be safe, but I don't trust it. I wouldn't recommend it if you really want it.
No, I'm just asking.
Yeah. People want it, but I don't think it's a. I've also found that it fades almost 100% of the time. It fades. It might take a few years, but it will fade. Okay. So yeah, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
But you can get it in colors and stuff. I have the one that's like invisible, and I also have a couple of colors of it. But, yeah.
So I heard about that shit. I was like,
Like, what do you prefer to do on skin? Like, I know that you were saying before, as far as like certain cultures use certain patterns or that type of thing, or if you look online, certain people like fucking Disney characters, or you know what I'm saying? Like, is there a certain path that you go down, or are you more as far as like, I kind of like to adapt to all? I mean, I know you can do anything, but is there something? Is there?
Yeah, I really like to anything that is going to be fun for me to kind of geek out on. I like doing real complicated, little small stuff. Challenge. I like to challenge myself. When someone has like a really elaborate color portrait or something, I'll spend a month thinking about how I'm going to do it.
Right.
And I'll put them off a couple times to the point where they're like, "Is this guy serious?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm so serious that I'm like." Having to dedicate a lot of mental energy into this. So I really like to do stuff that's kind of on the traditional side, but more new school. So it's traditional in the way that the tattoo is rendered,
right?
And it's made with black lines, create space in which you do some bold color, and the tattoo's organized kind of in a very just traditional tattoo way that's going to heal well, but I also like to include stuff that's more elaborate. So that would be more like new school. It's got a lot more colors than you would see in traditional, maybe some more elaborate rendering and things. So I would say that I really like to do more like new school style tattooing. I've also been really into power black lately.
Have you tattooed yourself?
I have, actually.
Did you do a good job?
I think I did.
You did a back piece in the mirror.
I'm happy about it. I just don't want to finish it. I'm gonna make someone else finish it. I did a big like koi fish outline on my leg, and it looks good and everything. It still looks good.
Right.
But now that I've moved on in my career for the past 5 or 6 years, that's sort of
hold on. So you've been tattooing how long?
I've been tattooing a little over 6 years.
And you've been doing
I've had my shop about 4, but I've been doing art my whole life. I got my bachelor's in fine arts at a school I went to. I got a scholarship to go to this school in Greensboro, and I graduated in 2009. So definitely over the past 10 years, I've dedicated to this career, full blown. I count school as dedicated to that career.
You got that paperwork.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A bachelor's in arts.
How much experience do you have? Well,
a bachelor's in fine arts. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Fine arts, people. Fine arts. Yeah, don't get it twisted.
No, and you know what's crazy is this is in my artist statement too. Is I work delivering food and shit, and I had a scholarship. I had to keep above a 3.2 to keep it, and I don't know if that's easy for some people. That was not easy for me to do in college. I mean, I'm taking chemistry classes, and I'm an artist,
right?
So the whole time it was tough.
I just use the paint. I don't make it. Man.
So some people think when they're like you're an artist, you were an art major and all that. It's like they don't realize that no man, this is the real deal. This is college. And it took me 4.5 years. My degree was supposed to be a 5-year degree.
Shit, you took 6 months off.
But I cut 6 months off of that, and then I just sat around for 6 months. And then, but yeah, man, that was all part of it. And I'm very thankful for all that, for that experience and everything.
That's awesome.
It was cool as shit. I still talk to one of my professors. I think he's retired at this point. But if I ever go to Greensboro, I go and kick it with him.
Word.
Yeah. He's a member of the Kush gang. Sure.
Kush gang.
Word up.
Kush what's up?
Hey, much respect to Professor.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. Professor of all things.
Yeah.
Wizard.
The wizard.
Gandalf.
Yeah. Shit. But what's the weirdest tattoo you ever done? I ain't know how to put them in.
Sometimes I think about that. I'm like, you name it, it's happened. There's some weird shit that's happened there over the years.
I would say odd spot, a weird spot, where somebody like, hey, can you tattoo me right here? Like, what?
It's always really weird to tattoo people on their lips. You know how they do the inside of the lip?
Yeah, I was going to ask you that next.
Because you got to get right in their face, and then the ink gets
painful is that?
Do they try to talk to you while they?
That definitely try to communicate a little bit. Yeah, it's hard. Apparently, it doesn't hurt at all. The skin is really weird. Doesn't tattoo well. I would say that.
The other ones I've seen, they look real spotty.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah. But no, I've had people. I've had people want to get tattooed right in their armpit. That's
the
weird.
2 legs and shit.
Yeah. Joke tattoos.
You ever seen the 2 legs?
Oh yeah.
To make it look like a pussy and shit because it's the arm hair.
Oh.
That stupid shit.
A lot of people have gag tattoos. I found, They make a mockery.
That's what they call it.
Yeah, well, that's what I call it.
A gag tattoo.
The cat on the belly button. I've seen
man, can you imagine being that guy?
Makes it like the asshole.
Yeah, well, can you imagine being that guy? My God.
They out there.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, whenever stuff like that comes into the shop, I always really try to do a good job to separate
the bullshit
any of this. What we would call a shop that would do weird stuff. A shop that just stinks like cigarettes and is just full of people that you just probably wouldn't want to hang out with. We call that a street shop.
Yeah.
They'll do whatever you want. You just pick it off the wall. And
that's how I used to do in my gutter business. Like somebody used to call me like to run something off or do something small. Yeah. They're like, how do you do? Like, nah, but I got one guy right here you can call for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's his number.
So we don't do that. I try to take a good, step back from anything like that. If
right,
now it's definitely taken a while too. I mean, we're on Castle Street. They're definitely, you name it, it's happened. This shit has happened over there.
I bet you got some stories.
Yeah, I've got some stories. And there's people, they're bold too. People come right in the shop. They'll walk right up to you. Hey man, I'm selling lighters right now or something.
You ever got somebody who got mad at you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I feel like
but the work was good. I mean, right?
Oh
legit.
no, not like that. No, never.
I'm saying like, yeah, what you did and you put it where they wanted it, and everything was like dope. And they were like, "This ain't what I done."
Yeah. I have had some indecisive